They know they're in enemy territory, the Sharks. It's great to see Connor Tracy get an opportunity, Billy Slater.
He's a dangerous ball runner, Connor Tracy. Really courageous player. Adds a different threat to Talakai, but if he can get some clean ball, he'll cause some damage.
What a reception on Golden Eagles Day. The 50th anniversary of the 1973 Premiership being celebrated today when Manly knocked off Cronulla. Bob Fulton ran the show, and it's a special milestone day for this guy, Reuben Garrick. 100th game today. He's already got some records to his name as well. The most points ever in a regular season a few years back, 304 if you don't mind. And the first player to score 20 tries and kick 100 goals in the same season. How many points for him today? Reuben Garrick with family and friends cheering him on. Such a big game. The Battle of the Beaches, all that history established in the 70s between these two. Faced off in a replay in 1978 as well. After grand final was drawn on the Saturday, they backed up on the Tuesday. Manly won that one as well. Spectacular scenes. The weather has cooperated. And away we go in Chemist Warehouse Sunday footy. Manly will get the ball first. The sun, a bit of an issue there for Saab, but he took it safely. And brought back by Josh Aloiai. Olakau'atu on one side, Kelma Tuolangi on the other. The edge-back rowers for Manly. Right in the origin frame, Amole Olakau'atu. Kepi, a starter again in the front row for Manly. Here's Taniela Paseka. Good meters here for Manly on the opening set. Croker, the dummy half. And Trebojevic getting his hands on it on play 5. Big day for Tom. And now Cherry Evans. The focus was on kick chase, as Anthony Seibold told the team pre-game. Let's see how it fares this time. High tackle, given the all clear. Sharks with a 5-4 record. Started the round in 4th. Looking to finish it that way as well. Brayley down the shorter side for Moylan. Cut-out ball, and wrapping around is the fullback Kennedy. Showing it to Saab. And good flair on display from the Sharks early. Moylan to Hines. Now Nicola trying to weave his way through traffic. Good legs tackle from Kepi. Hines to put the kick up. The chase from Ramian. No eyes for the footy. They would have batted back in the end. And knock on was it by Manly. Not played out. They say it remains the last. And here comes the handover, says referee Ashley Klein.
Yeah, the Sharks moving the football. First down on the left-hand side, bringing Connor Tracy into the game, a former half himself. Put Will Kennedy down the sideline. But just look for that. They move the football to gain metres, the Sharks.
How are these conditions, Freddie?
Yeah, well, they've been gifted with great conditions to move the ball. I've got to say, it's perfect. The ground's got no dew in it. It's got a lovely southeast breeze. It'll be perfect for Daly Cherry Evans to where he curls that 40-20 back. So I'm looking forward to him having a crack at that. But I've got to say, it's just absolutely lovely day.
Absolute beauty. And Manly on the front foot here. Cherry Evans ready to go to work again. Able to pick up some bonus meters as well before dropping it into the corner. Pressure on Katoa, had to get down low as Saab was following through, and that's where you want to make the tackle, right in that corner. There's Tracy looking for meters.
Well, that's where you want to catch the ball. It's the only little pocket of shade on that side of the field, that northern corner. I think Saab, if he can get a high ball down the other end, he might have the sun in his eyes.
Here's McInnes, who started today. Listed as the starting front rower after Ofusi was ruled out. Hines finds the deck, bends it away from Trebojevic. Saab in the vicinity. Playing for the Steve Rogers Memorial Trophy today, named after the Sharks legend. Manly have won it more often than not. Trebojevic involved a couple of times already, Gus.
Yeah, he certainly wants to get himself into the game. The crowd need to get themselves into the ground. It's very quiet here. I don't know whether it's because it's Mother's Day or whatever it is, but the crowd are very quiet. Probably not sure what to expect.
Croker at first receiver. On to Paseka. Manly looking to make the ball sing across the back line. Knocked back by Parker. Tidied up by the milestone man. Ruben Garrick back against the grain. They've gone from one side to the other and back again. All in one play here for Kohler. Can't see the left winger pass to the right centre too often. Garrick making his way back into position. They're on the back foot for DCE's kick this time. Room here for Kennedy.
They played the ball on the same blade of grass twice there. Came all the way over to this side of the field and back again. And that's where they played it on the previous play. Didn't make a metre.
Katoa almost busting that important tackle made by Parker. Just held on. Ramian off the back of it. With Nicola maintaining the width as the option outside if he wanted to go to him. Now he's putting his hand up for this play. Looking to put that Manly left side defence under pressure. Aloye called out of it, but the repeat set happens anyway. Clever work from Brayley.
He was quick there, wasn't he? Very sharp out of dummy half.
Been a player week in, week out, Blake Brayley. Invaluable when your number 9 can do that. Finucane, the captain. Oh, Nicola! Great contact, but he broke through the other side as Olakau'atu got in his face. That's a battle to watch today. Or rather, Tuilagi, sorry. With Nicola.
He's a player, Nicola.
Now Brayley behind. Oh, the big front rower, Royce Hunt. Trampled over one and scores the opening try for the Sharks.
Yeah, they stroll down the field, the Sharks. And you just see Daly Cherry Evans come out of the line. And then big Royce Hunt, Isuzu D-Max replay, just on the outside shoulder of Olakau'atu. And just couldn't make that one-on-one tackle, the big man. Just keeps powering those legs. Big Royce Hunt, hard to stop close to the line. The Sharks, they open the scoring.
I love it when a big front rower scouts a little bit wide, particularly down in that attacking zone. They do a lot of work through the middle of the field, tackling and hitting the ball up, tackling, but get a little bit wider. And Royce Hunt was able to muscle his way to the in goal. Bradley Fittler.
Maybe that's why the crowd have been a bit submissive. They could feel a little bit of apprehension from the Seagulls. I think there's a little bit of pressure on the team today. I think a lot of talk about Turbo, and you got the old boys' day, Mother Day, the crowd's full. They haven't quite come out of the blocks, but plenty of time to go.
The Sharks have picked up where they left off here last August. Had 40 points on the board before DCE's late consolation. Nico Hines trying to make it 6-0, and he does just that.
Conversion successful for Nico Hines. 7 minutes gone in the first half. Sharks lead the Seagulls 6 points to 0.
Make sure you stay behind, guys. Make sure you stay behind. Good work, Sean. Just keep looking for us. That's good, mate.
5th try in the career of Royce Hunt, playing his 45th game today.
Yeah, it's good, yeah, keep working, mate.
Through that tackle of Olakau'atu. DCE tried everything to knock the ball out. Big front rower got it down. Back by Finucane. Paseka leading the welcoming committee. Was Kepi.
Speedy, I know they scored that try on the left-hand side, the Sharks, but Britton Nicola, he's been in great form this year. And just keep an eye on him. At some stage, he's going to go through this defensive line on this side of the field.
Gave it to Ramian this time. Fine, slots in at dummy half. Katoa is running with real purpose.
This Manly defensive line is just sitting back and waiting, looking at.
Keeps it alive, picked up cleanly by Ramian. Quickly taken down. Hines waiting for it. Not the best service from Ramian. They almost overran him on that left-hand side. Safe take from Saab, and Manly need a spark here.
Well, they've gone 100 metres there after points, the Sharks. And Manly offered very little resistance. Just didn't get up in defence or try to put any pressure on whatsoever.
Lost their past two, conceding 58 points combined. Started here, and they were shocked by the Titans a fortnight ago. Up quickly on Johns. Great read by Hines. Nowhere to go for the number 6.
That's the difference, isn't it, Gus? One team's attacking with their defence, the other team's sitting back and waiting.
Jerry Evans forced the kick from inside the 30.
Well, they only went 20 metres with the ball in those 5 tackles. And the Sharks are getting it back close to halfway on tackle 1. That's better.
Kepi taking the winger down. Talo coming looking for work. 10 tries for him so far this season.
I was asking the question pre-game. No Jake Trebojevic. He usually leads the way with the tough stuff in the middle and gets up for some authority in defence. I just wondered who was going to take that mantle today.
He said it was going to be a team effort. Under pressure again here, Manly's defence. Hines goes to Moylan. Stab in behind. Trebojevic across in time, trying to sum it up. Forced to take it dead.
Well, they're a smart footy team, the Sharks. They think about their football.
When you got that ball rolling to the dead ball line here, Billy, what are you thinking most of?
Well, you're trying to assess whether the pressure's going to get to the ball before the ball gets to the dead ball line. You try and give it every chance, but sometimes you can't see them either. You're relying on your teammates to voice what's coming behind you.
Just felt as though he had one more bounce left in him in that time.
Oh, that's handy. DCE makes something happen. Clean bowls Ramian with a clever line dropout. They get the footy back, of course.
I think he gets him middle stumped here. A little bit of a leg break. I think it goes right between his legs.
Nutmeg.
Let's have a look. Straight between his legs. Jesse Ramian.
That's a great kick.
He looked like me trying to bend down to get that ball. I'm 65.
Perfection from Jerry Evans. I mentioned his 40-20s earlier on. Brad Fittler was alluding to that, and he's done it with the line dropout to get possession back for his team. Now Johns. Short ball for Paseka. Right side defence for Cronulla, really rushing up again. Kepi into Cronulla territory. On play 4. Maybe something at the end of this set from Jerry Evans down that shorter side. Roker goes to the skipper. Saab looking to elevate. Blocked off in the end, an easy take for Mulatalo. It'll be a good battle if they can go head-to-head, those two.
Yeah, you got to get through and compete then. The kick wasn't deep. It wasn't deep because the captain wanted his teammates to go through and compete on that. They need to get through there.
That meters gain stat, almost 2-to-1 advantage for the visitors. Hines, beautiful delay on the pass. Tracy was nearly away, dragged back by Aloye. Hines popping up again centre field. He's out of play here on the last. So Moylan takes over right side. Kennedy chasing through here. Fullback on fullback potentially. Again, Ramian not with eyes for the footy, given the all clear. Knocked back by Parker, tidied up by Garrick. Just. That's the earlier result today. High-scoring game. Newcastle 46 over the Titans 26. And Kalen Ponga will grab the headlines. What a performance from him today, including a runaway 60-metre try, which must have caught your eye, Billy.
Yeah, good to see Kalen back enjoying his football as Daly goes for a 40-20. This is what Brad Fittler was talking about before, that hook back 40-20.
Got it inside the 20, but not enough, Brad.
No, he nearly got it. Didn't quite get hold of it, Daly, in that situation. The little war they're losing, Manly, is that fight to get to your feet to play the ball. There's this thing that goes on. Just watching, look at that. Kennedy up to his feet, plays the ball. Quick play the ball, one marker. This is a war that goes on throughout the whole game. That's the one you got to win. normally determines the winner of the game. Manly are out of sorts in that department.
Garrick managed to slow that one down. And they get 3 in on Nicola here and put him on his back. That always slows things down as well. Now Hines drops it over the top, finds grass. Trbojevic heading towards that touchline. Had to go safety first. A relieving piggyback penalty for Manly, and the crowd respond.
I caught Billy Slater several times watching the game on his phone. He was supposed to be working, but he was watching Kalen Ponga on his phone. I didn't miss it.
And the eyes would have been lighting up, wouldn't they, Gus?
Yeah. Supposed to be working with us, and he was checking out Kalen Ponga.
But it's great for rugby league fans to see Kalen Ponga doing that.
Ultimately, absolutely. Absolutely. He was a big part of their Game 3 success last year. I think it's the best game he ever played in that Game 3 last year.
Teams announced on Monday week. Queensland have always been announcing it on the Monday, and Brad Fittler, you're doing it on the Monday this year as well, eh?
Yeah, that's right. We've got our blue ball on that night, so we'll have the players in Monday morning. It'll be a huge day for the boys.
Can't wait for Origin coming up on Nines. Wide World of Sports, May 31. There it is in the bottom corner. Game 1. 6 again. They appealed for it. They get the nod from Ashley Klein. What can they do with this good ball? Not giving Johns much to look at on that left side, trying to spark that attack. Croker with the dart. And he lost it. And Cronulla celebrate that little win.
Well, they're just doing everything quick at Cronulla at the moment. Everything quicker.
Dale?
Whether it's with the ball or without it, they're showing far more energy and enthusiasm. And to be honest, Manly are walking in defence and walking onto the ball in attack. There's no real spark about them at all. That can change very quickly, but it's going to take someone to change it. Someone's got to take the bit between their teeth and spark their teammates.
Head in.
Ramian with the go forward. Kennedy wanted it. They cut him out to go to McInnes. Strong defence that time. And a couple of middle forwards for Manly. Oh, Finucane met solidly plus second. Nailed him, let him know about it too. Hunting as a pair with Olakawatu. I think Katoa's okay. Ramian was well in front. Garrick got there and used his fullback cleverly. It's worth a look for Cronulla.
Yeah, that was a kick early in the tackle count. Only tackle 3. Nico Hines saw some space. And if he had his time again, he probably would have put it a little bit deeper. But they're willing to do it without the football. That's the message there. Kick early, and we'll back our defence.
There's Tolu Kola. Returned from his MCL injury last week. Strong running from Turbo up the middle. Terry Evans goes long again. No pressure on the take. Mulatalo slipped through one tackle, but the chase was good from Manly.
Yeah, Aloiai, he lunged at Mulatalo. He's still on the ground behind in the backfield. Oh, that's a big shot. Kola.
What did he do, the splits, or did he hurt his hand?
It's a shoulder. They're going to rotate him.
The tackle went wrong for Josh Aloiai. Already down Jake Trbojevic in the middle, of course. It is Aloiai wearing the 13 today.
He's not in a good way, Josh.
It's a tech-type bicep potential injury as Katoa hops over the tackled player. Kennedy sees an opportunity on the outside, did brilliantly, the fullback for Tracy, who's been playing fullback for the reserves team. Now Moylan. Nicola found a way through traffic. Was he held back? Yes, he was, right in front of the referee.
Kelma.
Yeah, not the first time the Sharks have got through and competed on the kicks. And this is what I was talking about down the other end that Manly failed to do. These are the opportunities that you give yourself when you go through and try and compete, and you force the opposition to try and stop you.
So they are going to take the 2.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I was waiting for that as well, though. Stay live after the kicks so we can see yellow.
Nico Hines told the referee they'll take the 2 thanks and extend this margin out to 8.
We don't talk about his goal kicking much, but he's probably one of the most improved goal kickers I've seen in the NRL. I don't want to mock him, but
You picked a safe place, I reckon. Oh, he tested you out inside that left-hand upright. It is 8-0, but Josh Aloier, real concern for Manly's number 13 after this.
Yeah, it looked like he just outstretched. Straight away he pulls his arm.
that was the other side. He's got some huge padding up there on his shoulder too, but it's the way he landed. It wasn't the fact that he stretched his left arm, it was the way he landed on his right arm.
Yeah, might have popped it out.
Yeah, the way he's holding it, it looks like it's dislocated.
Yeah.
So let's hope.
He's got big padding on that right shoulder, which meant he might have had an AC problem there to start with. But it was the way he landed once he swung around.
So Manly forced into a change. Danica and Emma onto that, see whether he can possibly return, but unlikely. So Ethan Bullymore out there involved in that tackle. Oh, big hit over the top from Kepi. McInnes has been nailed a couple of times. Good read by Garrick. Not in the face of Nicola, and there's a ripple of applause from the Manly fans here. McInnes again ready to put his hand up again. He's a tough nut. Hines, plenty of elevation in this one. Trbojevic can stay grounded.
I walked out amongst all the players pre-match. They were walking off the field, the two teams, one after the other, and I stood there and compared them as they came off. Manly were such a big team, so big. And the other boys were a lot smaller, a lot different body shape. But what it's doing here is it's showing us one team's just faster than the other.
Here we go, 40-20
go.
potential. It takes a Cronulla bounce.
He didn't quite get the angle on that one, Daly, but he certainly turned Will Kennedy inside out. But what he's done is he's backed it up with a nice chase. His team's got to support him here.
And that's the play you want from your leader. Someone's got to spark them here. The other forwards have got to back it up and come forward and force a turnover.
Crowd getting right into it now. Brilliant tackle from DCE, chasing his own kick. Not giving up after not getting the 40-20. Cronulla spread it wide, nearly.
That's lovely play.
Teague Wilton out there on the left edge. Runs up to the 40-metre line himself. Nico Hines drops it on the chest of Garrick. And they won that little set for set Manly. Still looking for their first points of the afternoon. When they're on at this place, and they can rack up the points in a hurry. Not today so far. Kepi putting some footwork on, but wrapped up impressively by the try scorer, Royce Hunt. Croker wrapped up by Finucane, one-on-one in the bear hug. Jerry Evans tried to go inverse, torpedo spiral, it's floating. Mulatalo did well to contend with it.
Stand now. Short.
This crowd has filled up since kickoff. There's nowhere this many people here just before the start.
Timing their run from the breweries nearby. Mother's Day commitments. And the energy in the place. Ready to explode here if Manly can get back into it.
Well, they just need a moment. They need a moment to give their fans a chance to get into the game.
Moylan, left foot step, beat a couple. He's looking dangerous. Hines goes high. Trebojevic able to take it safely. Emma, some breaking news.
So it was a dislocated shoulder for Josh Aloye. They've just managed to put it back in the sheds. Obviously, that's the rest of his day gone, but hopefully not too much damage in getting it back in, and he'll need to get scans over the next few days.
Always a painful experience. Whacking it back in, lethal weapon style. Aaron Woods, first touch, back out there, former Shark. Croker's kicked a 40-20 this year. He's had a crack, but Kennedy gets there on the full.
Yeah, it was good positioning by Will Kennedy, but the acceleration and urgency he showed to get that ball on the full.
Stand now.
Croker saw an opportunity,
Wait, Brad.
but he's in some good form, Kennedy.
Croker's 40-20 came against the Panthers in round 6. Kennedy scored a couple of hat-tricks this year amongst his 10 tries. Here's Hazelton just on, and he ran into a brick wall. Isn't Kepi making them count today? The big hits, relishing a chance to be a starter on a regular basis now. Sean Kepi. Tracy taking Kohler inside the 20. Hines will go crossfield towards Ramian to go high with Kennedy. Off hands. Batted dead by Johns, and line drop out the initial adjudication.
Yeah, nice little kick by Nico Hines. And just watch how he shows on the inside to keep the defence off him. They go out and put pressure on him. He shows on the inside, gives himself a little bit more time, and that allows him to put it right on the spot. Ramian, Kennedy fly.
Okay, go on, drop out.
They get another opportunity. They want to cover this sideline after Daly's first drop out.
The bunker confirming it was just Manly hands involved there. No touch off Cronulla forward, so Cherry Evans has another crack at getting the ball back, but didn't get the right connection that time. This guy was brilliant last week off the bench in attack and defence. Tom Hazelton.
He just looks like a front rower, doesn't he?
198 centimetres, big boy. Fresh legs, Jack Williams as well, and the number 15 jumper. Short side for Moylan. And Wilson ran into a roadblock. And coughed up, big hits. Cherry Evans topped the tackle count last week and makes a handy one here.
Yeah, goes in nice and low, Daly, Cherry Evans.
You're the captain. Yeah.
They're going to captain challenge this one.
Okay, G-Man.
It was good contact.
So the captain's challenge
close to the line.
Disputing the decision that Teague Wilton loses possession into the defender.
Just looking to determine if Teague Wilton loses possession on contact into a Manly defender. For loss of ball at this point, just looking at other angles.
The bunker's lost the ball, but has Teague.
Yeah, well, Ashley Klein must have seen something. It's going to be hard to tell from that angle.
Well, there's actually no ball in that shot.
Just still looking at all available angles.
It's Adam G in the bunker.
This is going to be near impossible to tell. I think Cronulla may...
Due to losing sight of the ball, the on-field decision will stand. However, they will retain their challenge.
Also, we're going to have a knock-on and a scrum, but you'll retain your challenge. You'll retain your challenge. Okay, think conclusive. Yeah.
Let's get down to Brad.
Well, that was a double result for Manly. Not only they got the call from the bunker, which I think that was the right call because you couldn't see what happened. It was the first time the actual crowd has sort of reacted and took their captain to come up with a nice tackle. Even the bench of the Manly side got up and give it a bit of a clap as well. So maybe that's the little trigger to ignite the team.
Well, they need it. They're not in this game at all at the moment. We've had no play at the other end of the field. You can put the sprinklers on down there.
Anthony Seibold going to his bench, about to get Carl Lawton out there as well.
They just can't get out of their half at the moment, Manly, with the ball.
7 p.m. tonight, the summit begins. Amazing show coming up tonight. Gripping throughout $1 million prize money carried in backpacks across the ditch, Queenstown area. It's amazing TV. Lock it in, 7 p.m. tonight. You've had a little look at it, Gus, haven't you?
It's the most extraordinary reality show I've ever seen. I can't believe it.
Can you get that on a poster for us, Billy? Gus's quote.
It's the most extraordinary reality show I've ever seen.
5 stars, Gus Gould. I'm with you. I watched it the other day. It's amazing. There's Lawton involved in the tackle. Starting with the kick chase to get to Kennedy. Wayne Graham out there as well, the veteran, who's playing around 20 or 30 minutes a game off the bench this season.
I can't believe the people that took it on.
Including former Winter Olympians, Jackie Cooper. Can take anything on.
They didn't tell them what they were in for, I'm sure.
Hines or Williams rocked in the middle again. Manly are putting on some big shots in the middle. Hines for Moylan, stabbing it over the top. Chip and chase for Mulatalo. Just got away from him.
Where do you want it?
Well, somehow, this is still just 8-0.
In the middle, Jack, Tom.
Sharks look like they're going through training drills, just moving the ball wherever they like it. Manly are just hanging on, but hanging on they are. Again, they try to get the ball out of their own end of the field. They'd love a penalty.
There's no effort there to get out there, guys.
I've watched too much footy, haven't I?
You're wide.
I've watched too much footy. I could just feel it.
That's all time. Oh, kept in. They didn't find touch, though. They get the penalty and the acrobatics. Sione Katoa, that is fabulous. The way he knocked it back over his head.
Did you see that?
I didn't see that coming.
We'll have a look at it in a moment, but he has done amazingly well to keep that one in.
Here they come now. Look out.
Unforgivable error not to find touch.
Look out.
Hazelton taking them on. Hines was looming, ready to get that right edge going. Now he swings across to the left-hand side, outside of Moylan here. Hines for Kennedy, trying to create an overlap. And Kennedy taken down again by DCE. His defence is outstanding. Graham letting Hazelton go through. Second phase here for Hines. Manly worried about an obstruction or two, their fans at least. Wilton from a standing start. You might just have to take the tackle. Moylan directing traffic. Here comes Nico. Kennedy. Ramian. Katoa, right foot step, and they weren't ready for it. Brilliant try. Cronulla all over Manly again at 4 points.
They're so good in the execution of these plays. I call them the slingshot plays, Billy. They all start a little bit compressed and infield, and then just fan out towards the edges, don't they? There's the bat back off the kick. Isuzu D-Max replay. Just watch the execution here on last play. Moylan out across field, holds them up, out the back. Nico Hines out the back. Kennedy, Ramian do it really well, and Katoa with the perfect finish.
Well, you see right at the end of the movement, Ruben Garrett rushing up. On the last tackle, the winger's back. So he's a little bit out of position, which just gives that little bit of time to Ramian to catch and pass in the one motion. And Katoa, well, he is a finisher. Very rarely stopping him that close to the line. Down to you, Brad.
It's amazing how quick they get into shape, the Cronulla Sharks. Just the tackle before, they're just moving the ball around and looking for someone just actually to take a tackle. And then with one play the ball, there's like 8 or 9 players all in movement, know what the plays, know who's going to pass it, know which angle to run in, know which hole to go to. One tackle. It took 9 players to be organised and all work together.
Well,
that's a good sign.
And it's probably one word. And the man lining up this kick, it would have come from him, Nicho Hynes. He would have called one word and everyone would have just fell into their structure.
Hynes bending it back right over the black dot.
Conversion successful for Nicho Hynes with just under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Sharks lead the Sea Eagles 14 points to 0.
Try number 6 this season for Sione Katoa. That right foot step and his ability to beat defenders like that is the reason that he and Mulatalo switched sides in 2023. It's worked out for Ronnie on the other side too.
They're athletic wingers, the Sharks wingers. Mulatalo and Katoa, they can do anything at any end of the field.
Trbojevic had a look at Parker and discussed the cover attempt on that try, Billy, afterwards. What do you think Turbo was saying?
He was probably saying 2 players went past the ball carrier to communicate. They've got to be really careful here, Manly. They look in a real mood, the Sharks, and 14-0 is okay. 20-0 that's going to be a tough one.
7 minutes before half-time. Brayley has been expert in getting repeat sets. Doesn't get the benefit of the doubt this time. Ashley Klein happy to say play on. Williams, he move at speed. Finds his front. Moylan. Wanted to use Nikora, but Tuolangi sort of that. Hynes. Kennedy. Hospital pass, and what a tackle it was from Parker to ensure the error.
Well, it was great timing from Brad Parker. He read the play and he pulled the trigger. He didn't hesitate. Great contact. That's better.
Cherry Evans. Decoy being run by Bullimore. Almost opened up space for his captain, and there's another penalty. And this time he'll make sure of the touch finder, I reckon.
Yeah, well, this one should land on the beach.
Ironic cheers for their captain.
They need a try, Manly. This is the first time they've started the set of 6 inside the opposition half. We're 34 minutes in. This is their first chance.
The Manly chant goes up for the first time. Lawton had to search for it. Trbojevic organising the left-hand side. Bullimore sets them up to go left or right. Cherry Evans. Johns. Here's Turbo. Kohler with nowhere to go.
That was slow.
Trbojevic on the move here. And Cherry Evans used him as a decoy very nearly for Woods to crash over. Now it's the last. Waited here for Garrick. Oh, Katoa rises high, hits the ground running, finds Nicho Hynes. Here's Trbojevic in cover. Didn't he make up the ground impressively there, but still alive. Pushing the pass back to the winger. He's everywhere. Sione Katoa today.
He'll be tired. That was a brilliant play by Sione Katoa. Either end of the field.
They swing it from side to side again, the Sharks. They are purring. Tracy for Mulatalo. Left one defender in his wake on his backside, Olakau'atu. And they are knocking on the door again here. Big line sent out to that right-hand side. Penalty blown 10 metres out here.
I don't think
If this was a boxing bout, the referee would deliver a standing 8 count on Manly.
We didn't get to play the ball there.
This one just took the wind out of their sails. Their first attacking opportunity to result in a 60-metre gain for these Sharks' backs. Now they've got to defend their own try line in the shadows of half-time to keep the score somewhere near respectable.
Hazelton.
Go, Tommy.
He'll be a cold hero before too long. Hines taking them on as well.
He's my new Keith.
Some concern for Hines after that tackle. I think he's okay. And Trebojevic going head-to-head again. Moylan, the number 7. Oh, Nikora! Almost through. Great tackle. Try saver made down low. Cooper Johns was it. Moylan. Awkward looking kick. Up goes Saab. And took off.
He landed, and then they made contact. Go on, drop out.
Ashley Klein saying
He will be looked at, but he
Jason
wasn't.
Saab has left from the field of play. So it'll be a dropout. Thought he got this a little bit deep. Matt Moylan. Yeah, left from the field of play. And Britton Nikora on the right-hand side. He's a real go-to player for the Sharks. Nico Hines to Nikora. He's still nursing that shoulder.
Set up nicely this time for Kennedy. Out of Gus's new favourite. Spotted in golden by club legend Gavin Miller. A long road to the top for Tom Hazelton. Loading up on the left-hand side this time. There's the error Manly were praying for.
Into the Manly player.
You know, it's pretty clumsy. They don't normally get this
Where do you
wrong.
want it? Middle. Dally.
Minute and a half from the break. I think 14's the least it could have been here for Manly. They should feel pretty flattered by the scoreboard. It's not out of reach by any stretch, but they've got to improve. And a pretty controlled effort by the Sharks.
Fitzgibbon delighted with the response from his team. They don't like Magic Round too much. They've been ordinary the last few years up there. Bouncing back at the place that used to be their Bermuda Triangle out here at Manly when they never won. Chance to go back-to-back at this venue. The first time in club history.
Did you like playing here, Billy?
No. I didn't like the surface. I'd love to play here on this surface. It used to be
It was a cow paddock.
just below a cow paddock. It was spongy, it was hard to run. The
Here's a
opposition didn't
chance.
make it easy either.
Garrick on the outside. And across came Ramian. Final seconds here. Garrick elects to tap and go. And
Sorry, it's foul play. I've got to let him.
do you take the 2 here, Gus?
Come on.
Have a ping from here. This is where the shot to
Sorry,
win
it's foul
the
play, guys.
reserve
Let's have a look
grade
at it.
game came from actually for the Blacktown Workers Sea Eagles.
What are you going to do, Dolly? Okay, so time's going to be on now. Yeah. Time on.
It's a long kick if he's going to kick for goal.
Oh, Liam, Darian, sorry.
It's almost the same blade of grass.
Just confirm
when
the
Manly-
marks,
their feeder team had a chance to win the New South Wales Cup encounter. They hit the left-hand upright. And that one finished in a draw. Brad Fittler.
Well, I'm standing behind Ruben Garrick, and I can barely see the goalpost.
Ball's going to get stuck, you reckon?
Get the glasses.
They look very narrow from that far away, I can tell you. Billy, when you said it's just below a cow paddock, you're saying a cow paddock was better?
Maybe. It was a bad ground. It's in great order now.
Very funny segment, Brad Fittler and Emma Lawrence pre-game as well. You didn't fancy this place either, Freddie?
Well, I was like Billy. I played here when it was a cow paddock, and I think they deliberately didn't move the dog poo. So you weren't only dodging divots, there was all sorts of little challenges on the field. And then I had Cliff Lyons. It was a nightmare chasing Cliffy around.
So can he narrow the margin to 2 converted tries here?
This is a big kick. 31 metres out, a metre in from touch. I'll work it out later how far that is.
Ruben Garrick in game number 100.
Brilliant.
He's got them on the board after the halftime siren. At the break, it is Cronulla in control, up 14 points to 2. Manly need to find a star of the show here. Get back into the contest. Garrick's penalty goal narrowed the margin to 12 right on the stroke of half-time.
Our next scorer is imperative. Doesn't matter if it takes 30 minutes, you've got to be next to score.
Cronulla get the ball first. Lights beginning to take over at 4 Pints. All the way back out to the 20 went Williams. Graham stopped in his tracks. Blake Daly knows who's next cab off the rank. It's Hazelton. Teddy Wilton up to the 40-metre line. 1 out stuff from the Sharks. Safe stuff with that 12-point advantage. Second hit up for Williams on the opening set in the second 40. Hines floats it down towards Trbojevic. Under the microscope week in, week out. Younger brother Ben on the interchange bench today. Set him up for the late try last week. Saab with the go forward. There is Ben. I've seen in the dressing room shots. Singled out by Anthony Seibold for an important chat at half-time. Interesting to see how he's used in this second period. Tom Trbojevic plays it on the last. Cherry Evans across his body again. They can let this one go into touch.
Play the ball in the middle. Play the ball here, guys. Stand now, you dropped.
First half, this guy had Kantoa, try scorer, and so much more. Saving one at the other end as well. Hazelton.
Go, Tommy. He reminds me of Keith Galloway.
It's Nibbora. Williams with some footwork again, got rid of Woods.
I think he's faster than Keith Galloway. Everyone's faster than Keith Galloway.
Kennedy hunting through here. And makes the hit on Trbojevic, fullback on fullback. Sharks muscling up here. First error in this half, all important seemingly. Woolly Moore. Up the middle he goes. To Play the ball for Woods to go to work off the back of it. And good post-contact meters, able to flick it out the back as well. Cherry Evans keeps it alive. Lawton flings it wide. Olakawatu targeting Moylan. Can he keep it alive? Williams just got in the road of Kohler to prevent the thought of an offload. Cherry Evans was kicking to Mulatalo in the first wing. He got first half rather, goes to Katoa here. Uses the fullback. Good option. Here's Mulatalo. Scored in every game but 2 this season. Ronnie should have scored in those 2 games as well. When you think back to round 1 when Ilias jolted the ball free, and also against the Bulldogs a few weeks back when he put his left hand in the touch. Now Ramian. Hines. Graham. Thought about going to Hazelton. Keeps his feet almost throughout. Eventually put down by Johns. Now Moylan, here comes Hines. Not a whole lot of room to move here. Nico Hines stretching out. He nearly got there. Ball across the touchline. And Manly's defence holds up.
Yeah, he's always in the game, Nico. That was the 3rd time in 3 tackles he touched the football. Last tackle, runs the football and very nearly gets there. And stretches out.
When you had him at Melbourne, Billy, did you think he would be a fullback? Could you see halfback in him?
Well, he was a ball-playing fullback. He's a guy that just wants to be involved in the football game. I didn't have too many doubts when he went to Cronulla that he was playing halfback or 5.
Get up, but you guys are all over him.
As Manly get a much-needed penalty, I didn't have too many doubts that it would be a success because he was just a player that wanted to be involved in the game. He's not the biggest guy, he's not the fastest guy, he's got a great football mind, and he's got a willingness to want to be as good as he possibly can and a willingness to be involved in the contest. And to you, Freddie?
Well, when he came through the Manly Juniors, he used to play with Tom Trbojevic. He came through as the halfback. So it wasn't until really went down to Melbourne and was forced to play another position, but he came through as a halfback.
Yeah, he kicked the winning field goal to put Manly into the under-20s grand final. Nico Hines then missed out on the big one in 2015. Cherry Evans. Parker was running a nice line, but DCE couldn't find an avenue to get the centre free into space. Now Woods. Not a whole lot happening on that play.
It's got to be patient here, Manly. Set up camp down here. They've had no ball at this end of the field all game. They've got to get back-to-back sets.
Trbojevic, Olakawatu dancing on the outside of Mulatalo.
This 5th tackle option is really important.
Croker on kicking duty. Trbojevic through traffic again. It's Mulatalo with the safe take.
Yeah, the Sharks did well to support Ronaldo Mulatalo. It was Tracy, Moylan, they were all getting back there towards the football and just interfered with Tom Trbojevic enough legally to get his attention away from contesting the ball.
Stand down!
Moylan looking for space up the middle now.
Stay straight!
Lungi and Lawton combining. Hines. Cut out ball, and they're on the outside here. Nicola. Support inside, they must score. Ramian is the beneficiary this time. 3 tries to 0 in favour of the Sharks.
Well, that try is caused because they allowed Matt Moylan to go from this left-hand short blind side right across to the middle of the field to play the ball on the previous play. That's Moylan who's got in the middle of the field. Isuzu D-Max replay, the Sharks just go through their passing routine, which they normally do. Brilliant stuff, back up on the inside. But that was because of their lazy defence on the previous play that allowed Moylan to get to the middle of the field.
Try for the Sharks, number 3, Jesse Ramey.
So Jesse Ramian able to score the try. Look at Nicola maintaining the width here, out on the right wing.
Well, he shows his athleticism, doesn't he? He blows Tom Trbojevic away with speed. They're a footy team. Doesn't matter where they are on the field, what position they're standing in.
And Hines makes it 20-2.
Conversion successful for Nico Hines. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Sharks lead the Sea Eagles 20 points to 2.
Stay behind, guys. Stay behind. Just keep looking for us on that 10. That was good when you listened there, but yeah. Stay behind,
Cronulla
guys.
in control here. 9 minutes into the second half, and they lead by 3 converted tries now.
Stay behind, guys.
Hazelton off the back fence. Listen to the contact. 3 or 4 there to stop him.
Wait! I'm only. Can't run away, mate.
To centre field again for Williams. I'll put some footwork on. Good turnout here at Four Pines, but the crowd has rarely been involved. It's been a thoroughly professional response from Cronulla after what happened in Magic Round. And they were blown away by the Dolphins in that first half. Bending towards that sideline.
Play the ball,
Can't
guys.
let it go.
Play the ball in the middle. You see you guys up here?
The Golden Eagles,
Up here,
Gus.
Just
50
touch
years
Blake, wait.
since Manly beat
there,
Cronulla
Blake.
in the grand final, 1973. My calculations are right. You said you're 65 now. You're 15 years old. Do you remember that one?
I certainly do. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's one of the most brutal grand finals you could ever imagine.
And what about the try-scoring double from Bob Fulton?
Bob Fulton's got a double on that day, but it was one of the most vicious, violent grand finals. You kiddies would never survive that era.
I got a text message from Paul Vaughton, actually. He was disappointed that we called Brookvale a cow paddock, so apologies to Paul, sitting at home.
Coming up tomorrow on the #1 sporting podcast in Australia, Stories of Origin, Episode 3, Andrew Johns and Darren Lockyer relive the epic 1998 State of Origin series. Catch that at all good podcast platforms.
There's more a goat track.
Look at the Sharks just hunting here. This is what Manly are not doing. It's why they conceded the last try. They're all hunting down that player. They're working as a unit.
Tackle count did restart. So Manly with a chance to get into position to try and come up with their first 4-pointer. Need one soon. Depth on that left-hand side now. Johns. Flat service that Cronulla thought was forward, but giving the all clear. Short side now. Johns. They made it tough on Park and they cough it up on play 4.
Well, they covered it well, Cronulla. There was an overlap down there for Manly, but the markers worked really hard and covered any sort of chance that Manly had.
Tracy. Moved off the mark.
Stay close to Carl. Okay, let's go. Carl, closer.
41 previous games here at Brookvale for Cronulla. Won just 6 times before this. As who's leading the Meters game.
It's never an easy trip over here in any era. Winning at Brookvale was always an assignment. not sure too many would have a winning record here unless you played in a Manly jumper.
Moylan waited for it. And then made it tough on Tracy. Chance here for Kohler. Looking for the quick counter-attack. They had to drag him down quickly, and they did. The speedster was nearly away. That's the second phase here off Cherry Evans.
The Manly fans getting a little impatient here. Rod Blue.
Oh, out the other side, Paseka busting them. The big front rower making the line break.
That's the one.
And now off the back of it for Johns. Parker running the angle. Terrific legs tackle, Hines. Trebojevic, front rower involved again here. Kohler, the footwork. And reaching out, trying to put it down. Tolu Kohler, they just keep him short. Is this the moment for Manly? Pass hits the deck, finds Turbo. Look at that ball to get Parker on the outside. Only briefly, tackle slipped really high. How does the ref see this? It's a penalty. Is there more punishment?
So they're going to review it.
Yeah, just got a bit lazy. Britton Nukara and Parker stepping back off his left foot. Oh, it bounces up off the ball. No further action in that one.
They need a try now. Not in 5 minutes, they need it now.
Willimore taken down 5 metres out. Cherry Evans tries to put Olakau'atu through that hole. Trebojevic used as a decoy that time.
Yeah, good tackle, Connor Tracy.
Lawton, the dummy half. Croker's just gone off. And nothing play in front of the left-hand upright. Woods plays it. Johns touched by the Sharks. It will remain Manly ball. Fresh set coming up.
Yeah, they're still attacking, but the Sharks.
Well, they need a try now.
Scrum in the middle, shot
To announce today's 50-50 charity raffle winner, the lucky winner scoring 50%
Have
of the
beaten
raffle.
Parramatta, the Bulldogs and Storm at this venue.
$1,837.
He was looking fresh, wasn't he? That was his first run after coming off the bench. Taniela Paseka.
Yeah, it sparked his team into some attack as well.
I think that's where they've got to go, Billy. I mean, they might end up scoring out wide, but all their attack, if they do try to attack, is shifting the ball to the wings. But punching through them seems to be the go. They might end up scoring out wide because they've got talent, but I'm not sure it's the right plan.
Couldn't break them from the centre field scrum. There's that man again, Paseka, just shy of 2 metres tall. A big presence in the middle. Johns, Cherry Evans chopped down immediately. Terrific tackle. Hines again. Trebojevic, short ball. Parker trying to crash his way over, and again they wrap up the footy. Very impressively, the Sharks. It was Ramian. A little bit more room to move. They get another set restart. Bouncing ball. Olakau'atu, that's impressive. Kohler didn't go to Saab early in the count. Aaron Woods.
Didn't need a hit up there.
Seka pops out the back for Woods to have another go. Lawton from dummy half. And look at the bodies there to hold him up. The ball's come loose as well. It's a knock-on against Lawton. No try this time for Manly.
That set of 6, Craig Fitzgibbon will sit the team down and
clock on.
review
Where do you want it, Sharks?
and just play that set of 6. That typified their attitude today, where they're at, and the change from last week. There was some great one-on-one tackles in that set, and they just all worked until the ball was in their hands. He'd be very proud of his team, Craig, at the moment.
That replay suggested that Kohler could have gone to Saab, but he might have been over there. Brad Fittler.
The one thing that was really noticeable that Gus brought up before was the size of the Sharks. What it enables them to do is move fast. And anywhere the ball moved for the Manly side then, there was always blue jerseys turning up where they'll need to be. Very fast moving in defence.
Hines hunting a 40-20 on that same angle. We saw DCE have a crack, but Saab should be able to tidy up eventually. They've had a few cracks at the 40-20, but no joy for either side yet this afternoon. Trbojevic. His brother's on now. Ben playing on the left edge. Bullymore playing in the middle. Seen him as a back rower in the past, but playing in the middle and earns another penalty here.
You got to review it.
Another high shot that the bunker's having a quick glance at. Adam G at the controls back there. And the attack click this time. Bullymore. Cronulla trying to keep Manly tryless throughout. Seka, he's looking dangerous. Johns, here comes Cherry Evans. Trbojevic, the Stars get involved. That's one-hand take from Garrick, and he wasn't held, so able to flick it up to Ben. Down the short side out of dummy half. They burn a play there.
6 again.
Slip restart earned by Garrick. So they play the ball for Woods. All set up to go right. Cherry Evans, Trbojevic, now Saab on the outside, but running out of room so quickly. Tracy claiming a little knock-on was involved, and he gets the call from the touchy in the end.
Yeah, great defence. Yeah, Brad Fitton just spoke about the speed of the defensive line. You see Ronaldo Mulatalo,
G-Man.
as soon as he saw the threat, they sprinted to it.
Yeah, maybe a strip here with 2 in the tackle might be the what Manly are searching for. I think they might get it.
Well, they desperately need it. They need another crack here. They need some points.
Looking to determine if it's a loose carry by Jason Saab or potential strip by Ronaldo.
There's no doubt Mulatalo pulls at it, but I think he retains it anyway.
I think the double grip, the second grip
Ronaldo
there
moves his hand to the ball here and he's up under it.
won't help him.
His left arm then pulls the ball out and the ball hits the ground. It's a stripping action. The challenge is successful.
Yeah, correct decision.
Right, they need a try now. How many times have I said that?
Yeah, mate.
I think we're at 5, Gus.
Yeah, now. We need it now.
Cronulla so clinical when they've had good ball.
I'm just not sure Manly know about how to go about getting one. I think it's going to take an offload or a short pass rather than just going to sideline.
Need to go at about a point a minute here to hunt down the Sharks. Paseka, he keeps on trying. Cherry Evans with 3 outside of him, including Olakawatu. Surely this time, no. Look at the scramble from the Sharks.
Time off, tackle 2, Harmoli.
He's been a go-to player this year.
Marcus.
Harmoli Olakawatu on the right-hand side.
Back foot, guys.
Nearly got the Seagulls their first try of the match.
Paseka once more. Setting up the 2 Trbojevics out on that left-hand side. Lawton, Johns, back on the angle goes Ben, slips through a tackle. Plenty of backup for Cronulla. Cherry Evans, Olakawatu, great ball, Kohler! Finally! No, what's Ashley Klein saying? He's saying it's a forward pass. I can't give you the try, but I'll give you a penalty.
Forward pass that we can't play on, but Teague was offside, so there's no advantage.
Oh, it was close.
Well, it was the short pass. That was the one we were looking for. Had his hands out in front of him and let it go forward. But that's the one they want, rather than trying to go round them, dig in between defenders. They need to try now, Billy.
It looks like they've found their edge. They want to attack this right-hand side. Cherry Evans, Olakau'atu. Trebojevic has come out this side now too.
Paseka. Important work from Braden Trindle out there to lend a hand. Cherry Evans double pumping and held up. Trebojevic flicks it to Amole Olakau'atu. Can he get some second phase going? No, the ball wrapped up over the top by Moylan. Johns. Bullymore doesn't have a whole lot to go to, as Ramian came up on that right-hand side to get in the passing lane. Now, quick hands, delightful! This one will count. It's the milestone man, Ruben Garrick, off a lovely pass from Trebojevic.
Well, they've had about 4 or 5 sets of 6 in a row down here on the Sharks goal line. Sharks defence has been terrific. But on the last play of the last set, Isuzu D-Max replay, Trebojevic are able to create the try on the left-hand side.
It's the only time the Sharks have held the Sea Eagles trialist. That was back in 1971. The Sharks won 7-blot at Sydney Sports Ground. But Manly do have their try here with 17 minutes to go. Need to go up in sixes, hopefully.
Still plenty of time. If Ruben can kick this, it's a 12-point ball game.
Bending it back. It's a perfect strike. They do go up in 6 here.
Stay behind, guys! Not early, guys!
He wants to make his 100th memorable with a second half blitz here. Anthony Seibold desperate for a win as well. They're away to Canberra in the same time slot next Sunday. Now the Raiders rolling 5 wins in a row under Ricky Stewart. Kepi back out there. Paseka, he helped provide the spark. It was awkward the way he went down, but he's okay.
He's been good, Paseka. He's done his job.
Up together! Up straight down!
Over 100 metres comfortably, Taniela. Kepi kept it alive cleverly for Lawton. Now Woods. Fans wanted him to pass, but takes them on again. Tommy Turbo right up the middle. Beautiful combination between him and Ben to set up the try for Garrick. Cherry Evans kicking down towards Mulatala.
Let's go, Jackie boy!
And the chase is good. Down to Emma Lawrence.
Speedy, the official crowd here at Brookvale today, 10,358. I've got to say, the fans have been relatively quiet until that last try. Maybe they were a bit shell-shocked the first 60 minutes. They'll have to be a bit louder to get their side home.
Good turnout on Mother's Day here in Manly. And the rain held off. There were fears that it would be teeming down about now, but still plenty of time for points here. Second effort from Kepi, potentially, but Ashley Klein was happy with it. Tumbling kick from Hines, right on the chest of Trebojevic.
Incredible how dark it is now. Now we're battling the sun in the first half. Now it's pitch black.
That happens at night time.
It was a day-nighter.
Yeah, sun goes down, it's dark. I think these windows are tinted, Billy. Are they? Are these windows tinted?
They're letting you off there, Gus.
It's amazing how dark it's got. Sun's gone there.
Past 5.
Complaints here, but the knock-on is the initial ruling.
Timed it right.
And he timed it right, said Ashley Klein.
Yeah, they're attacking, but Manly. They're going after this game now.
Well, if he's got anything left, Tommy, they need some Tommy Juniors, don't they?
Ladies and gentlemen, the official crowd figure tonight is 10,358. We thank all members and fans, and of course you mothers, for your attendance at Four Pines Park this afternoon.
13 minutes to go, that 12-point margin. Cronulla think about adding a one on top of this. This will help field position-wise. The penalty given up on play 1 for the high shot.
Error, penalty.
It's a killer, isn't it?
You know what comes next.
Yeah. And again, that's first man going in low. People say one should go in low, but first man low, what happens? Man over the top can't time his tackle. Bumps him on the chin, penalty.
Finucane, the captain, hasn't had a whole lot of joy this season. 2-5 record for Dale. A big suspension to contend with. Moylan headed off at the pass by Johns, his opposite number there. Done some nice things defensively. Cooper Johns. McInnes looked for his second stint. Just Lawton holding on. Hines. Kennedy, depth here. Mulatalo running out of room, flings it back inboard, finds Hines somehow. Ad-lib footy from the Sharks, including that kick. Tidied up by Cherry Evans.
That was a measured pass by Ronaldo Mulatalo. That wasn't just a Hail Mary. He measured that offload.
The New Zealand international, Ronaldo Mulatalo. Trebojevic, short ball for Parker. Ball's come loose again here. Parker complaining, but it's play on for the Sharks.
Yeah, they can wrap it up here, the Sharks.
Reining in one of their try scorers. In the 48th minute, the last time they scored. Wilton. Rocked in the middle again. Kepi. Once again. Teague Wilton felt that one. Oh, Hines, rare mistake. Johns towed it through. And Parker couldn't get Garrick on the outside for the counter.
Okay, 10 minutes to go.
Ben Trebojevic, clever offload. Slow play, the ball leads to a set restart. Early in the count. Seka thought about flicking it out. Did the discipline thing. Lawton. Croker's back out there, so Lawton plays another roll now. Johns, quick hands, Trebojevic for Parker. Doesn't go to Garrick on the outside.
Wow.
I think this is a little bit more.
He puts him in two minds here. Sione Katoa, he faked to go out and then came in late. They're saying it was high. Oh, yeah.
Well, if he passes, it was a free run to the line for Garrick.
He comes off the ball, though.
Yeah, he did a great job, Katoa. He looked to go out and made Parker think that he was going to take the dummy.
Stays out there, Katoa, bounced off the ball, so a penalty sufficient.
Well, the try now would certainly get us excited. Hasn't been much exciting all day, but Manly can get on the springboard here.
Seka. Cherry Evans now going to the left-hand side, wants it here from Johns. DCE for Trebojevic on the angle. Ben, that is. Now Croker. Scored the ceiling try here against Melbourne. And Manly looks so good. Kepi. Where do they go on the last? Flicked out the back. Great defence, Cronulla.
Four set of six. Four set of six. A few of these Cronulla players, hands on heads, hands on knees. They're starting to bunch a little bit.
Outside back's going to work here, sensing the fatigue amongst their middle forwards.
They only went 20 metres in that set.
Hines drives it as far as he can and again finds grass between winger and fullback, and Saab lost his feet.
Didn't he make that look harder than it was?
It's that cow paddock.
Oh, crikey.
Dew is a factor here.
Anthony Seabold nearly fell out of the box.
Do you want Trebojevic to get that one on the full, Billy, or too good a kick from Hines?
So there's always a chance to get it on the full.
There's the 3 tries unanswered from Cronulla. Garrick finally getting Manly on the board try-wise. Now Trebojevic nearly. He had Bullymore on his right shoulder. Touched by Cronulla, played out. Kohler! Oh, didn't he fly into action? Spins out the other side. Set restarts here because Cronulla played at it.
Tackle one.
And he throws it out the back.
I blew the whistle there. No, I blew the whistle. It's going to be tackle one.
Oh, that is a massive benefit
ball,
of the
it's their
doubt.
ball.
Kohler doesn't.
Kohler's
Kohler's got a plate. He thinks it's a handover.
Tackle one.
He threw the ball away.
Communication issues.
Come on, let's
Yeah,
go.
it was touched off the kick. They've got to score now, Gus.
Now's the time.
Now.
Right now.
7 minutes to go. Grandstand finish brewing if Manly do score now. Cherry Evans, look at the footwork from DCE for Croker. Held up by Kennedy, is he? Referee gets down low. He's going to give the try here. Manly are right back in it.
There you go.
Now's the time, Gus.
Now's the time. Daly Cherry Evans winds back the clock here. 34 years of age, this man. Still playing great football. Isuzu D-Max replay. Here's the turnover. Kohler takes the ball. He thinks it's last tackle. Referee has already ruled 6 again. They're getting the benefit of the doubt. Watch Cherry Evans. Right foot, right foot, right foot. In he goes. Offload. Croker buries his way in. Looks as though he'd been held up, and he gets it to the ground. And all of a sudden, we've got a 6-point ball game. Game on, baby.
He won Manly's best and fairest last year, Lachlan Croker. Scored that ceiling try against the Storm here. And now he has Manly right in it.
Yeah, I spoke to him before the game. He checks his body in like no one else. Every game he plays, Lachlan Croker, he is all in. And he's giving his team a chance
Garrick only just given clearance to take the shot, or is he? Ashley Klein is holding him up here. Is the bunker having a look at this one?
Well, it's William Kennedy holding Croker up. I thought it was an incredible effort. And Croker spins. Kennedy gets underneath the ball.
At this point, the ball is held up. Now, at that point, we then lose the ball and is obstructed by Will Kennedy's head.
So?
On-field try stands, surely, in that situation.
So?
It's short grass.
Doesn't matter.
Ashley Klein has the best view of all.
Look where the referee is.
Doesn't he?
Based on all our available camera angles and the position of the referee, which you can see here, will be supporting the decision of a try.
So why'd you pull us up? That's 3 minutes I'll never get back in my life.
They're learning all the time in the bunker.
We'll just put...
What the hell was that?
Well, we've got a game on our hands.
Tell them to hold the news up. We might be going to Golden Point.
Not the Summit.
Don't hold the Summit up.
Now, lock it in 7 p.m. the Summit. News might have to wait. Garrick makes it 6 points the diff. Game on at 4 Pines Park in the Battle of the Beaches. 6 minutes to go, 6 points the margin. Manly with all the momentum here. And they get the ball again here. Kepi has been inspirational. Croker eventually awarded that try. Here's Bullmore.
Well, now we've got a game.
Second. He provided the spark in his second stint. Cherry Evans kicking inside the 40. There's no one in the vicinity here if he gets the bounce. Not enough on it. Little fumble from Katoa. They're getting a little shaky here, the Sharks.
5 minutes to go.
Crowd right into it now, 10,000 plus at Brookie. One-out stuff from Cronulla. Tracy put on his back. Hines waits. Kepi put a little bit of pressure on the kick, and they should take this one on the full Manly. Garrick does just that. Cronulla protecting their lead. Manly looking to finish all over the top of them here. Bullymore with the go forward once more. He's up over 100 metres. Kawatu into Cronulla territory. Cherry Evans helps out. Dummy half for Croker. Johns, the Trebojevic boys out here again combined. Slipped low into the tackle of Ramian. Johns with a rare kick today. Trebojevic trying to time it. Where's the footy, he says.
Fast tackle.
It's Cronulla ball.
All right, 3 minutes. They'll get another shot, Manly. Sharks very slow to get started here.
What should they be looking to do on this set, Cronulla?
Get the ball to the other end of the field. They've made ground moving the ball all day, but their last set of 6, they just hit it up one out. Didn't go very far at all.
Perhaps just one more set for Manly. Need a converted try to force Golden Point here. Nico Hines. Nikora. Rolling down that short side where they did the damage for Ramian's try. Hines. Wrestled to the turf by Kepi. So he's out of play. The halfback. Moylan takes over. And the rain does fall here at 4 Pines Park. No eyes for the footy. That's a help for Manly.
Well, that's a penalty. This is the penalty.
Taking Tom out.
Jesse Ramian.
Wasn't genuinely contesting.
He wasn't genuinely contesting this football.
There it is. It all comes down to this. Less than 2 minutes on the clock.
Captain's challenge up their sleeve, so may as well use it.
Man from the
We'll only give them time to have get a bit of oxygen back into the lungs.
And taking out Tom Trbojevic.
This goes into the frivolous category.
We've cleared the kick chasers on side.
I think it's pretty clear.
Jesse Ramian has jumped clearly early whilst not even looking at the ball and denies Tom Trbojevic the opportunity to take possession. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, it should be a 20-metre penalty for a frivolous challenge. They're just holding up the game to get some oxygen there. That's a frivolous challenge. Brad Fittler.
Yeah, with only a couple of minutes to go, it'll be interesting what Daly Cherry Evans is thinking here. They're taking the ball just over the 40 now, so it only takes a kick out of play. They've got to somehow get Tom Trbojevic into the action early in this set, and as the rain comes down, you just need to find that space. It's going to be a tough tackle. It's getting slippy already.
And they get some second phase going. Cronulla wrapped the ball up that time as Paseka tried to shape for an offload. Might be their last set, Manly. Cherry Evans, Trbojevic right-hand side, kicks early. Kennedy well positioned. He saw that one coming.
Yeah, well positioned. And that kind of fizzled out. Sharks should play it out. They had a brilliant first half, not so much the second half. Manly gritty without being great. And we got ourselves an interesting finish. But it looks like the Sharks will prevail away from home.
Get the ball back with just seconds remaining. The way this one is tracking. Nikora taken down on play 5. Hines waits down the short side.
They might get 1 or 2 plays.
They're on, says Ashley Klein. They look like they jumped the gun from this angle. It's a high kick. Who wants it? Ball's going to bounce here.
Oh dear.
Back to Cronulla. Still remains the last. Penalty to Manly again, so they need the Hail Mary here after the touch find.
1 play.
They've got 1 play. He's going to have to try and go long here to gain as much territory as possible.
Do you run it? Do you kick it?
I think you run and kick it.
Decided to go to the right-hand touchline to open up the right to left passing avenue. They had joy earlier in the half for Garrick.
Hail Mary, here we go.
Here comes Trbojevic, Kennedy underneath it. Oh, he bobbled it, no one there to pounce for Manly. And Cronulla go back-to-back at Brookie for the first time in club history.
Gotta wait 10 seconds.
They win this one 20 points to 14. Manly in a big hole now.
I've got to wait the 10 seconds.
3 losses in a row. While Cronulla bounce back in style here on the northern beaches. Full time, Cronulla 20, Manly 14. Nico Hines a winner again.